Parade. We see you out there, so here's another chance. Get out and call your neighbors, your relatives, have them come to Norwich on March 9th. It's not something you want to miss. Starting at 1. And you say there's a website they can check out?
There is norwichparade.com. We're also on Facebook at Norwich Parade. I think it's on Facebook, it's Norwich St. Patrick's Day Parade, but you can go on Facebook and get, just like us on Facebook and find out all the information about there. There's a few pictures posted. I'm sure there's going to be more pictures posted as we go along. We're asking people the day of the event to hashtag norwichparade.com to have their pictures uploaded to the Facebook page, so and to Twitter. So we can enjoy the parade along with you because we'll be working.
Yes.
So we want to see your pictures. If everyone would, upload them to
And
the
the
Facebook
hashtag
page.
is the Twitter stuff? Okay,
Yep,
okay.
yep. So you can go right on social media and upload right to there so we can see your pictures too. We'd love to see everyone's family come out. Put your lawn chairs out early. We think that, it's going to be crowded. If you figured that 357 people are coming and everybody, of those 357 people, they have 2 people from every family lining the streets.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people right there already. So we are sort of at this time looking for someone if they were interested in coming and possibly being the vendor out at the parking lot as we queue people up. There'll be 350 hungry people out there in the morning. So we're hoping that maybe a food truck or another vendor could come down and sort of help to feed the masses. So
Okay.
yeah.
I might have a name for you after.
Oh, great. Okay.
Yeah, but she's done it in the past and stuff. I know the Salvation Army is planning on having their kettle down there at some point.
Oh, good. Good.
So it's like I said, it's a great event to be in downtown Norwich. And like I got to commend NCDC and this group just trying to bring different things down in downtown Norwich. And this is a family event. For all you folks saying there's nothing near for families on the weekends, here's an event for families. And you don't have to travel away. This is right in your backyard, right in downtown, and bring your family, and they're all going to enjoy,
Really and truly, the Irish tradition is based around family. The music and the stories, it's all family based.
Yeah.
So just a parade and a gathering of people. Is there some Guinness? There's some Guinness.
Yeah.
But the music's good and the conversation's good.
Some green beer, too.
So yeah, I hope it's not green because
Yeah.
that just, I don't know. I think there'll probably be green beer. There's corned beef and cabbage.
Yeah.
I know that La Stella's will be open, so if you're not into corned beef and cabbage, you can still get a little Italian from La Stella's, and there'll be a couple other food trucks there. We're hoping that one is a grilled cheese food truck, so.
Okay.
Yeah, the festival's going to be great. So you enjoy the parade and fold up your chair and bring the kids over to the festival and hear some great music and let the kids dance. And kids don't know that it's Irish music. Kids just know that it's music and family and fun.
They're outdoors
and what's better than that?
Yeah, and everybody's clamoring to get outdoors after this winter it had. So this is, and it's a start of many things that are going to be happening in downtown Norwich this summer, from the Rock the Docks and the different stuff that did, the riverboat race. So
yeah, the dragon boat races were great last year. Yeah.
So there's a lot happening in downtown Norwich, and this is kind of like the kickoff to our spring and summer events, and you don't want to miss out. But also this to think about. If you had, and like she said, a group of you had an idea, you brought it to the folks at NCDC. It's something, that's what we need more of, some of these ideas coming forward. And if you have an idea for an event or a festival or an activity, bring it to these guys, and like you said, they don't say no. They're willing to listen to you. But I know with Jason, he says you got to be willing to put the work in also. He's not going to do it for you. So if you have an idea, maybe it's, they're doing a St. Patty's Day parade. Maybe you want to do an Italian parade. We're such a melting pot in downtown, in Norwich, to bring into these different ideas, and I'm excited.
Sure.
So.
I would love to see a Caribbean-themed parade in downtown Norwich, and celebrating, West Indian, and that's the beauty of Norwich, is that there's a little bit of something for everyone here. So, and like you said, the NCDC, they just couldn't be more encouraging. As long as you can, come to them with a plan, and not necessarily know how the plan is going to work, but a plan. They are very, very, very accepting. There's not much that they don't get excited about. So yeah, it's been very very nice working with them. I know some municipalities, you hear what you can't do before what you can. And really, from the police department to the fire department, to the mayor's office, it has just been nothing but helpful, cooperative work.
That's great to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you, like you say, you may not hear that in other communities, but I think
You really, I've worked on a lot of committees, and I've worked on a lot of municipal projects, and it's very rare that you get sort of the kind of community effort that we have here in Norwich, and I'm proud to say I'm a resident.
Oh, wonderful. We're glad to have you. We need some exciting young people and with energy.
I'm not young.
Well, young to get
Not
energy.
even close.
Well, you said you're grandma. Young. We need young people with energy, willing to step forward and come up with ideas and follow up with that idea and supporting this and making more Norwich happening. And and like you said, we got a lot of history here, the downtown and surrounding it. There's a lot of beauty out there, and just supporting it and getting people to come to it and stuff. And
Yeah. No, I walk my little dog downtown every night and back up. The hills are good, and I've never had a problem in Norwich. It's nothing. I know it's easy to sit behind the keyboards of a computer and say things that maybe aren't too pleasant, but it's a lot easier to come down with a bunch of your fellow residents and have a good time, and a lot more enjoyable and a lot better for your health.
yeah.
So.
Yeah, and as a community member, it's up to you to make it a good place. You can knock the place you live, but you're still living there. So it's up to us as community members to make it what it is. And so, how is it? You think this is going to be a little bit different to the parade that you worked on in Massachusetts?
The parade I worked on in Massachusetts is a huge parade, and it's a long parade. And it's a series of events that runs from Friday night through the weekend. So could Norwich be that big? Absolutely. They also have the Colleen contest that goes on months before, where they get 200-300 girls who are applying to, competing to be the Colleen, and there's an elimination process and pageants, and not based on beauty, but based on Irish heritage and your grades and what kind of citizen you are. So I would love to see a St. Patrick's Day weekend, in the future. I'd love to see a 4th of July weekend. I'd love to see any weekend down here.
Yeah.
I just think when you drive into Norwich and you come down that hill from Broadway and you look down, it's like looking at a 1940s movie set. It hasn't been tinkered with too much, and that's the beauty of it. There's some beautiful apartments being built downtown, and beautiful apartments. And I would just love to see people waving the flags out of those apartment buildings downtown for big parades coming through the area, and then the festival that follows. So I think it could.
Yeah.
The Christmas parade is great. The Winterfest parade is great. It's such a tradition. It's such part of who we are, and we're the Christmas city.
So you say you get the Irish, and you mentioned the Irish step dancer. Is that something you can do?
Not anymore.
You did.
I
do
did.
Your kids?
No, it's funny. My daughters went to the lessons, and one of them sort of stuck with it, and the other two were off-put by the fact that you had to have your hair curled. So the Irish step dancers, their hair is very curly, and when my girls were little, they're all in their, except for one, my 2 older girls are in their 20s, well into their 20s. You had to curl their hair, and now the girls wear wigs. It's just a little thing that goes on the back of their head. And had they had the wigs then, I think my kids would have been more. But to sleep in curlers with poker straight hair was not something any of my children were willing to do, so it went by the wayside. I have friends who are beautiful Irish dancers. I know one reel, and I know maybe 2 or 3 steps. So if you're at the Irish call it a céilí. If you're at a céilí or a feis, and a reel plays, there's a reel that I can do. So that's the extent of it.
Yeah.
Given enough Guinness, I think that I can Irish step dance. So.
Okay. So you're excited about that piece coming forward?
Yeah.
Some of the Irish traditions are coming.
The Irish traditions, and mostly for me, and for my family, the Irish tradition is that you come together, and there's a lot of music and a lot of togetherness. So I don't think that this parade embodies anything better than that. That's the one thing that I love about the holiday, that you don't have to be Irish to enjoy, that you
Yeah.
come together.
Yeah,
It's
everybody's
great
Irish, yeah.
music. They're great musicians. And you come together, and it's just a celebration of spring. And you put aside any, religious aspect to it or any political aspect to it, and it's just a great spring tradition.
Sure. Have you been to Ireland? Or?
I have.
Okay.
I have. Yep. I have. It's beautiful there.
Yeah.
Parts of now I'm going to get the road wrong because remember I'm new here. So if you go up into like Scotland Road, way up into almost to Baltic.
Yeah.
I took a picture about maybe the first summer that I was here, so it was probably not last summer, summer before, and the clouds were starting to roll in, and it was just a stone wall and this beautiful green pasture. And I sent it to my sister, and I said, went to Ireland for the weekend. And she immediately said, "You what?" And I had her going for about 10 minutes, and she said, "Where are you?" And I said, "Oh, I'm up in the southwest corner, up in Clare, and Milltown Malby is where I said I was." And she said, "You stinker, I can't believe you just went to Ireland." And I said, "I'm in Norwich." So there's parts of Norwich that are just
okay.
amazingly,
Yeah.
just beautiful pastoral land. And maybe that's why I like it so much here. It's,
Yeah.
it's very similar. A lot of beautiful land and little towns dotted along. So,
Yeah.
and good people.
Yeah. So I'm glad you're here. And we got a few minutes left, so you want to mention a date and time and location?
We're March 9th. We kick off at 1. Our road closures are going to start at 12:30. Check norwichparade.com. Like us on Facebook. You can upload your pictures to Facebook the day of the parade. You don't have to be Irish to enjoy it. I just want to say thank you to all my fellow committee people, to the Capanos and ShopRite and the Harp and the Hound, Dennis Long's Athletic Advantage. He's a local sports guy who does a lot of sports psychology counseling for local kids, has a foundation. Let's see, there's our printer whose name, it's terrible. If you go on our website, all the sponsors are there, and they've all been very, very, very generous with their time and their
We thank you all
talent.
for that right off the bat.
Yeah.
So, like I said, hopefully you all can come down to this event. And remember, this parade is going to be downtown. It's not your winter festival parade, so you want to get downtown early. Most of you folks that line up the upper Broadway, you got to come downtown this time and get your seats and get ready to, bring your gloves and stuff. Hopefully, it's going to be warm. It's going to kick off the spring and the flowers, and we need everybody to join in this event, and I thank the committee for doing this.
Thank you.
So go out and be a good community friend, and remember, if it's too cold for you out there, it's too cold for your animals, please bring them in. And if you see one out and not being attended, please say something. Thank you.